Just for keeping it right, we're back to a new Season 5 Phineas and Ferb review. And if you haven't seen this last one, go and check it out. We're back with another good episode. And again, 2 episodes. But, they're together. They're a pairing, of course, not separate. But yeah, start with another good one. And yeah, a very kind of disturbing one as well, I would definitely say. But funny. And it starts with Candace just writing down everything that's going on, and Candace getting a call from Stacy, and yeah, Phineas and Ferb are making a simple but normal pogo stick, and their mom is of course leaving, and Candace trying to get their mom, and she leaves, and then she gets the brilliant idea, and pretty creepy idea, to get her mom to dress up as Candace, and actually mentioning about Buford, and had that whole mold shape size that he made of all his friends, remember? And yeah, Perry getting to Monogram and saying of how Doofenshmirtz hasn't come out of his lair for 36 hours to go and check on him. And yeah, they make it to Buford's, and yeah, him just wearing that robe and being all like that. And yeah, not being creepy at all, having all these different skins made of everybody in tri-state area. And yeah, Baljeet being involved too. And having these costumes of Candace, which yeah, is pretty more disturbing, and their mom, which they take extra of the costumes and get, say, Baljeet's as well, which they just leave. And Doofenshmirtz getting attacked by this leftover monster he created. And yeah, getting a pogo stick ready, and yeah, doing a little test play. And yeah, saying the invention is still there, and Buford inside the mom costume. And yeah, activating these different things onto the pogo stick, and they bounce high into space. Of course, when Buford comes out, of course, the invention's gone, and Candace thinks it's working. And then putting on the Candace costume on top of the mom costume, and of course, it's back, thinking that it's actually going to work. And Doofenshmirtz is almost ready with the ray, but of course ends up escaping and crawling down, which they end up having to chase it. And yeah, Phineas and Isabella are kind of disturbed with all the different Candace costumes, and they actually going to dress up as them. And yeah, it's even more disturbing as well, them just dressing up as Candace. And yeah, this musical montage as well, which is pretty funny, I would definitely say. And like I said, definitely not creepy at all. And yeah, Linda coming home and seeing Candace just smiling all creepily, and saying if they can take a mother-daughter picture while she's dressed up as Candace. And yeah, very disturbing as well. And yeah, Lawrence isn't even noticing the fact that there's so many Candaces. All he's saying is, hey Candace, hey Candace, hey Candace, hey Candace. And of course, when she brings out her mom, it turns out it's not her mom. It's Buford, and then Baljeet, and then Isabella, then Stacy, then Phineas and Ferb. And then the leftover monster is getting into the pogo stick and accidentally misses the shot. And yeah, it ends up into the pogo stick, and yeah, Candace getting her mom, and yeah, it bounces into the air, which, of course, there's nothing, and takes a picture with everybody dressed as Candace. And we have the end with a question mark, leaving like a cliffhanger at the end, with this costume coming to life of Candace. Then we get the next one on this review, and it's another good one. And yeah, another good episode, and it starts with this interesting video showing about explaining to what happens when it comes to the agents that get found out, that Carl and Monogram pretty much make, which is a pretty funny sketch that they made. And yeah, Perry showing Stacy the little video, and yeah, Stacy and Candace are helping serving and doing food at this doctor and science thing that's happening. And yeah, Stacy does this cow sound, which, no, it's an actual cow. It sounds like she actually did a cow sound. And everybody's not amused when Doofenshmirtz comes in. And yeah, I just wanted to point this out, but you see Candace having an apron, and then literally the next shot, she actually does not have an apron. I feel like that's a cartoon error. Maybe it's just me. I wanted to point that out. And of course, Monogram telling Perry about Doofenshmirtz at the convention area, and of course, seeing what he's up to. And yeah, Doofenshmirtz at the buffet, and seeing one of the Love Muffin members, and of course having this whole bring your nemesis for bragging rights and a special prize. And Stacy sees Perry and trying to think of on the video what to do, because Candace is there and she can't find out. And yeah, they're about to bump into each other, which Stacy stops Candace, and yeah, thankfully manages to save Perry. And yeah, the Doofenshmirtz catches Perry, or glimpses at Perry, and actually gets the realization that they should team up to capture Perry and to do some work of a, I guess, settlement with the prize money, or the prize. And yeah, Candace gets the dishes that she was carrying all knocked over. And then she hears Phineas and Ferb, and these two guys come up. And again, she thought she heard Phineas and Ferb, but these guys just showing her these things on a book, which, yeah, Phineas and Ferb were there. And yeah, they managed to capture Perry, and Stacy finds out, which, doing this excuse with Candace, and yeah, she goes to rescue Perry, and of course Monogram finds out with Stacy knowing Perry's identity, and yeah, Candace being overwhelmed by people and thinking that she heard Phineas and Ferb again, but nope. And then see Doofenshmirtz and his partner going to Love Muffin's headquarters, and yeah, having to fill in all these different applications or paperworks, and Stacy having to try to watch a video again to try to figure out another move that she can do, and yeah, cuts off all the lights and making these different noises, making it sound like it's the other agents, making them all run out, and she gets to the door, knocking one of them out too, and she sneaks in and sees this tank of hippos and Perry going to his dome, which of course the Doofenshmirtz had no realizing of this. And yeah, Stacy pretending to have someone have called a babysitter, and presses the release button for him, Perry, him beating up all of the agents and Stacy as well. And of course getting angry with Doofenshmirtz, and of course he's like, I had no wonder with that this was happening. And of course he gets beat up, which was deserved. And gives Stacy a fedora as well. And yeah, Monogram congratulates both of them. And yeah, Candace is eating, and here's Phineas and Ferb again, which, yeah, then Stacy pops out and, yeah, offers this food to her. And yeah, Perry is up on the chandelier, and Stacy, they just did their hands at each other. And then we get this song with Stacy, which is pretty funny as well. A lot of funny things on this, which ends with Agent T for teen. Yeah, 2 good episodes. Again, season 5 is definitely being really good so far. I can definitely say for sure. It's definitely being one of my favorite seasons so far. I'd like to know what y'all think. Catch you next one.